Hi guys. It's one of those days. It's October 10th, 2017. By the way, I do smoke. I know. I'm sorry. Long we won't talk about it, but you will see me smoking a little bit more in these videos maybe. I'm nearing the end. It's 4.5 years of a lot of time sacrifices. It's financial sacrifices, emotional ups and downs, and screaming and yelling and crying and begging, and there was a lot of desperation. Definitely a lot of screaming at my dad for what he left me. But eventually it got to a point where I started seeing the story of my parents' lives. And from the very beginning, I did respect the fact that they went through some real tough times. There was things that they didn't understand. There's things that they didn't have help for. There's things that were stigmatized so that they wouldn't get help for. When I started reading the story and their stuff, it brought me a lot of peace. It's 4.5 years. That's a very long time to be throwing things away and going through your parents' entire lives with their stuff. It showed a history. It was interesting to watch that unfold and realize what I was seeing before me as I was taking the things out. It's not an easy job. I've got muscle mass. I've got a lot of muscle. Well, you can't tell in this shirt right now, but I lost a lot of weight. I gained a lot of strength, physically, emotionally. You'd be surprised what I'm going through right now personally, and that I'm still standing. Mind you, it doesn't come without a lot of counseling and therapy. And friends. Made a lot of good friends over the last 4.5 years. God bless them all right now. I'm nearing the end of this elephant. Nearing the end of the physical part of the project. I do intend to move forward to keep speaking about how to eat an elephant, how, being a child of a hoarder, the process that you go through, helping people go through similar situations, because there's a lot of people out there that are facing exactly the same thing or very similar to what I am or I have, and they feel very much alone. And everybody, it seems to be a universal trait about hoarding is the loneliness, the alienation, the judgments that you receive, the discrimination. Lots of stuff that comes with this. And I plan on being a little bit more active in my advocacy in removing the stigmas and showing or talking about the traits of hoarding. It's a very complex and complicated mental health disorder. In where I am, I wish there was more resources for hoarders and children of hoarders. There is very little bit openly available right now. I'd like to promote that the government starts funding more programs to help people in this area. Yeah, I'm not going to have much physical work to do, but I'm going to have a heck of a lot of talking and writing and speaking and helping, because you don't go through this without learning and having to teach from it too. So, it's October 10th. It's my mom's 83rd birthday. Yay, Mom. She's, excuse me. She's having challenges still with regards to hoarding. She it's hard to get therapy around here, and she's not accepting of therapy, so I had to do a dance around her with this stuff, and I had to do things a little bit more gently, and you know, it's you have to do it without doing more harm, or minimize the amount of harm that you are doing so that it doesn't cause more problems. I did this as slowly as I could, but now in the last few steps, we've accelerated in the last 2 months, and we're looking at empty basement spaces. So after today, I can't wait. I got to get back to work. It's a momentous day. The garage, the basement might be full, but the driveway, or the basement might be empty, but the driveway is going to be full. I do have my van. I will be loading it up today and starting the last of the deliveries to all the areas of, you know, the dumps, the charities, the whatever, wherever I end up going today, and well, this week. But how do you eat an elephant? One bite at a time. 4.5 years later. 4.5 years. I'm happy. It's been hard, but it's going to be a release now. Talk to you soon.